I've been asked, what am I taking? I've been had needle emojis or people accuse me of taking TRT or steroids. But the truth is, I've been at this for 10 years. I haven't used that stuff. I've been natural. And I've been at the point where I was 125 pounds. I was skinny. I've been 235 pounds. I've been feeling fat and I took the bulk way too far. But now I'm lean. Now I'm looking good and I'm able to stay lean. So when I was 125 pounds, I felt invisible. I felt like I was small. I didn't take up any space. I didn't have the confidence I wanted. When I was 235 pounds, I hated the way I looked in photos. My face was fat. I hated that. And I had a big gut. I could barely see my abs, but I would pick up at my shirt to try to get off my fat stomach. It just felt nasty and uncomfortable. And the truth is, really, for me, it's not about just getting big and just getting muscular. It's actually feeling free in my own skin that's more important to me, and actually liking the man I see in the mirror. When I look in the mirror, do I like what I see? That's what this is about for me. So the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the exact way I was able to get lean, drop the fat, also build muscle at the same time naturally. Every guy online is going to tell you, oh, I can get you so jacked. I can get you so lean. Well, here's some of the people that I've actually helped, some of the men I've helped get in crazy shape. So I've been natural for 10 years. I started tracking my food when I was 14, and I haven't missed a single day of tracking my food, my calories, and my protein in over a decade. I'm 24 now at the time of this video. Some of my clients didn't have the best scenario. Some of them were in the Alaskan wilderness. They didn't have access to a gym. So it doesn't matter where you are, or if you're on a boat, or if you're in a place where the gym kind of sucks. You can get results. You can get workouts in with no equipment. You can be busy working 80 hours and still finding a method that you can follow that works for you to get lean and get jacked. But first, you should know where I started exactly. Who was I when I was first starting on this journey? So when I first started, as you can see in the bottom photo, I was 120 pounds, 125 pounds, and I felt invisible. I wanted abs when I first started. I wasn't super ugly. I wasn't super weird. I just didn't really feel like I fit in anywhere. I didn't have a lot of confidence, and I didn't have much of an identity. So I started working out when I was 14, after school every day, pretty much. I would do sit-ups and push-ups in my room, and I fell in love with it. And over the time, I got a great physique. I bulked up. I did several bulks. But one of my most recent bulk, I messed up. I took it all the way to 235 pounds. As you can see in the photo of me in Thailand, feeling absolutely fat. And I told myself I was just getting big. I was just getting stronger. I was just getting muscular, but I was getting fat. And I hated the way my face looked. My face looked so fat when I overdid this bulk. And it was not where I wanted to be at all. I couldn't lie to myself about being happy with that bulk at all. So I got serious. I said, I'm going to cut down. I'm going to get lean as possible. And then everything changed. So I felt more confident. I would take my shirt off. I would take selfies in the gym, and my abs popped out. I moved out of my hometown in Maryland to Dallas, and I know both of the sides of the spectrum. I know being the skinny guy, and I know what it feels like to feel like your face is fat and you have a big gut. And I have been able to fix both of these naturally. So now I show other men how to do it. Most men need to get lean. Let's be honest. Most men are not as lean as I was when I was 125 pounds. And most men don't need to focus on bulking, especially if you're above 15% body fat. You need to focus on cutting first, getting lean, stripping off all the fat, then you can do the bulk. But a lot of guys don't seem to understand this. And here's why it's important. This is what I'll do for my clients and for other guys, and I'll show them how to get lean. But first, this is who this is for and who this is not for. So if you're fat, you can't seem to lose weight, you feel soft, you've lost your abs, and you're busy and you've tried plans before but it doesn't work for you in your real life, then this is for you. So you're not super lazy, you're not broken somehow, you're just feeling stuck. And I remember how that can feel. I remember how heavy that can get when you look in the mirror and you have a fat face and you just know you can be doing better for yourself. And I am pretty picky about who I work with. And you should want a coach who is as well. You don't want the guy who's just working with anyone just to make some quick money. You want someone who actually cares about you, someone who actually understands where you're coming from. And who is this not for? This is not for guys who think that this is a magic. Okay, this is a lifestyle transformation. This is something you're going to be doing the rest of your life if you want to keep the results and be happy with where you're at and not go back to where you were before when you stopped doing it. This is not for guys who just want to take steroids or blame genetics and have a victim card. So if you can hear the truth, if you can follow the system that works and show up even when it's boring, even when you're busy, then this is someone who I built this for. So here's a big lie a lot of guys believe is that the jack guys you see, they're just built different or they're all on gear. And yes, some are, especially online, and they lie about it. They'll tell you they're natural, but also plenty naturals look incredible, especially if you're lean. So there's no such thing as genetics so bad where you're cooked and you can't get lean. Doesn't matter what your genetics are. If you're a human, you can strip the body fat off. You can get lean. So the fitness industry will keep you confused. They'll try to sell you all these peptides and stuff on purpose because if you're confused, you're just going to buy their shit. Now, you're not really failing because you're lazy. You're failing because you're overwhelmed and you think everything is much more complicated than it really is. And it's hard to stick to. Most men quit because it feels like it's too much. It's too overwhelming. They feel like they're too busy to get in shape, or they blame their genetics, or they just keep restarting like every few months and they're not consistent. So I'm going to make this so simple for you that you have no reason to quit. And it's going to be so sustainable that you're able to fit it into your lifestyle for the rest of your life. So it's just 3 things that this comes down to. Not a whole bunch, just only 3. So we're going to rewire you, kill the voice that says you're not built for this, kill bitch voice. So basically, fix your mindset, man. We're going to make sure this is automated so you don't have to rely on motivation. And then we're going to focus on stacking wins every single day. Stop chasing the big transformations. Zoom in, focus on winning the day, and over time, it will add up. And if you get these things right in order, the results are pretty much guaranteed. It's not like, oh, what if I reach this goal one day? No, we're going to make sure that if you follow the system, you are on the right track to getting lean, to getting shredded, to building more muscle. So first, we have to completely rewire your identity and the bitch voice inside of your head. That's the voice that's saying you're not built for this. You're not a guy with good genetics, or you just can't lose weight. We're going to kill that because that's going to keep you stuck forever. It's going to keep you trapped in the body you have. You will never out-train a self-image that says you're going to stay where you are for your entire life. So before we even touch a weight or nutrition plan, we're going to change who you believe you are, and your body will follow that identity. So you're going to have to shift your identity to being the fat guy or the super skinny guy. And we're going to shift your identity to be the guy who gets shit done, the guy who's in shape, the guy who's locked in, and the guy who sees the vision of where he's going and who knows he'll get there as long as he shows. So if you're going to rely on motivation, you're not going to get anywhere because motivation comes and goes. It's like a roller coaster. You'll go up and feel amazing one day, and then you'll have a week where work hits, or you're super busy and you're super stressed out, and you just don't feel like it anymore. So we're not going to rely on motivation. I've been doing tracking my food for 10 years, and it's not because I was motivated every day. It's because I made it automatic. It's just a part of what I do. It's just a part of who I am. So your calories, your protein, and your training and your steps is going to be simple to actually keep and stay consistent with. And it's going to be wired into the life you already live. So you don't have to eat at a set, rigid meal time every single day. You don't have to eat the same foods every day. You don't have to change your whole entire life just to get in shape. Of course, there's going to be some habits that you're going to have to start doing, and there are going to have to be some things you cut out. But I've had busy clients who would work 12, 14-hour days and still see the scale going down, still build muscle, still feel better about themselves. So it works around your life. It's automated. It's not the other way around. And it becomes very easy and simple the more you do it. And that brings me to the next. So the guys who don't make it, the guys who fail, who never get lean, who never build a decent physique, they look at the end result like a year away or 6 months away, and they get overwhelmed. They'll be like, I'll never get there. I'll never look that good. But the guys who ask one question to themselves: did I do what I needed to do today to get my results? Did I win today? Did I eat my protein? Did I hit my calories? Did I sleep good? Did I hit my workout? That's it. Narrow in and focus on each day. And if you stack enough one morning, you'll wake up, you look in the mirror, and you'll be like, damn, I'm looking pretty good. I'm making some solid progress. That's how it happened for me in these past 10 years. I feel like that. And I look in the mirror, I'm like, damn, I'm really there now. And once you learn to win the day, you keep it for life. It becomes a part of who you are. I mean, that brings everything together. It's automated, it's rewired into your identity, and you're focused on winning every single day. So it all comes together. Transformation will take care of itself as long as you stack these good. So I've worked with a multitude of different types of clients, different professions, different jobs, different lifestyles. I've had guys come in at 215 and get lean, get down to 175 pounds in about 4 months. I've had guys come in, just do 3 months, lose 25 pounds, only working out at home. I've had clients who were super skinny, who needed to bulk up and put on 20 pounds of muscle in a couple months, and they gained real confidence. They were more respected at the workplace. They gained more options dating. They had people give them compliments more often. I mean, that happens to pretty much all of my clients. They get more compliments from people saying they're looking better. I've had a client that was in the most unideal circumstance. He was living in Alaska, and he could only eat food that his workplace gave him, and he had no gym. He had to do workouts literally outside of his tent, and he had no grocery store either, but he still transformed. He still got very lean. He still got a whole bunch of compliments. He still was able to make the transformation. One of my guys right here in the text, he got a new job. He said a lot of people notice him working hard in the gym. He stopped watching porn. He's been networking with the right people. He's learned to enjoy being alone. He's saving to move out. So this is the type of stuff that can change in your life outside of just the way you look. This isn't just about abs, okay? Your entire life changing for the better. And he said, I feel like I'm his brother for helping him with this. So it's way past. You could be the next person who changes their life by diet. Now, there's two options, right? You can take what you heard from me today, feel motivated about it, and try it alone, right? Some good motivation. You've seen my results. You've seen what's possible for some of my clients. And that's the first option, right? You'll be second guessing everything, though. Another year or two will be wasted, and you'll be stuck in the same cycle. And the real cost, man, is like staying where you are, avoiding the mirror, wearing baggy clothes to hide your physique, not going to the pool, not taking your shirt off, not having the options you want with dating, forcing your smile in photos, forcing the angle, trying to look good or less fat, and just, not feeling good because you're watching other guys who are jacked, who are more confident living the life you want. So that's time you don't get back. Or I hand you the exact system that's built around your life. Not a one size fits all. It's about your schedule, your meal preferences, the workout routine you can sustainably stick to. And I'm going to fix your mistakes every single week with you. I'm going to hold you to it until it's done. So I'm not just going to give you a program and tell you, hey, go follow this. No, I'm going to be holding this to you every single week and making sure that if there are changes that are needed, we make those changes so you can keep seeing progress. And it's going to be done in a fraction of the time it would take for you to figure all this stuff out by yourself. You keep watching videos, you keep consuming content, but you're still not seeing the results. So sometimes it's just better to hand it over to someone who's been there himself and who's done it for others and have him guide you the correct way and hold you. So what the hell am I even talking about? Okay, this is one-on-one coaching with me. You will get custom meal plan, nutrition, how many calories you need to lose a few pounds a week, or if you're trying to build muscle, to gain muscle and not fat. This is really important. You need to know how much. You need to know how much protein you can have as well. And you need to know that you can do this with foods you actually enjoy. It's flexible enough. You can live your life. You can eat out sometimes. You can have drinks sometimes if you need to. And it's also custom training. So we're going to find a workout split that works for your schedule. I've had clients come in and work out 3 times a week. Some of them do 6 times a week. They're a little more advanced, but I'll make that routine for you to make sure you are seeing progress. You're able to track your weight, your reps, and get stronger. And we'll be reviewing the training every single week as well. It's going to be built around your schedule. You will be able to call me every single week. I'll be holding you accountable for these calls. I'll be going into a deep dive look at your progress, and we'll help you overcome the struggles if you have them so you can keep going forward and keep making progress. And also, you'll have access to a community with the group of other men who are in the same journey as you. There'll be a group chat and there'll be group calls every single week within the community, okay? So you won't feel like you're doing this alone. You'll have me and you'll have a bunch of other guys that you can network with who are high achievers because they joined, because they're taking this serious, and you can update them with your results and help motivate each other. All right. And on top, you're going to have a school community where there are a bunch of recorded videos on any topic you could think of: how to optimize your sleep, how to cook different fancy cooking recipes or simple cooking recipes, tasty protein desserts, stuff like that. There are a bunch of videos in there that I've made myself, and daily accountability. So you'll get my number. I'll be messaging you. You can ask me any questions you want at any time. You can start off with 3 months. Some of you guys, if you have a lot more weight to lose, I suggest 6 months or 12 months. But no matter what the duration is, it's the same program. It's just how long you need me, how long you need the community to keep you accountable and to keep you on track, and making sure that if you do hit a plateau, maybe a few months down the line, we break out of it, we keep you motivated, and we get you to the lean physique that you're looking for, the muscular physique that you want. I'll be there in your corner. You have a whole crew of other men in yours too, and you'll be listening on the group calls. What are the struggles they're going through? How are they fixing it? You'll be motivated when you hear, oh, this client lost 3 pounds last week. This other guy lost 3 pounds last week. He's doing amazing. Let me try to catch up. Now, I guarantee you'll get in the best shape of your life while keeping the foods you enjoy. You'll get jacked, you'll get lean, you'll get genuinely confident in your own skin while still loving your life. 1 to 3 pounds on average of fat a week, and you'll be building quality muscle at the same time. So I'll hold you accountable until you become the man that you see yourself as, the man that you want to become. And these skills, learning how to track your food, learning how to get your workouts in, even when you're busy, even when you're overwhelmed, will pay off for the rest of your life. People will look at you differently. They'll see your face, you're lean. They'll see your eyes, you have a more disciplined gaze. You'll carry yourself with more confidence as well. And I reward the men who actually take action. So if you move now, if you take an action now, I'll take care of you with an exclusive action taker discount. So I do that on purpose because People who move fast get the best results. And those are the type of people that I want in this community. Those are the type of people that succeed in life. So if your call is already booked with me, show up ready, come in knowing what you want, and come in knowing that you want this. So know exactly where you want to see yourself and come in knowing that this is important. Okay. And if you're not booked in with the call, send me the word elite on Instagram, Big K Fitness right now, and I'll reach out to you. But don't overthink this, man. Honestly, the lean, confident, free version of yourself has been waiting enough. And you know you have the potential because you're still watching this video. So I will see you